my response when people ask me if I'm Quadzillas. I'm the other Asian guy. Lars Leon, hello from Kansas, 99 plus degrees here. Whoa,
99 is hot.
that is hot. My sister from Chicago area, she did tell me that they had a heat wave going. Fortunately, we're not too bad, and the forecast doesn't look too bad either. I could read the comments without doing this all the time. This is what geese do, scare off people. Whatever.
99? How much is that in Fahrenheit even?
99.
Oh, like the other.
The other. Dale Lehman says hello. Hello, Lars and
37.
37 Celsius. Is that hot?
That is hot.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hopefully your power stays on the whole time. There's always talk about them shutting down power all across the Midwest because of overconsumption.
I hope we don't get the heat wave.
I hope
Looked okay
not.
though, no?
The forecast for us looks okay. Yeah.
80s.
Yeah, 80s. Best we can get. So, I mean, best we can do. But we're going further north too, so I think that's going to help more and more. But hopefully, yeah. We haven't seen any of the black flies yet. At least I haven't.
I've seen one guy, like when I was coming out of the lower water gap, that said there were the no-see-ums.
Yes, no seams got
But
me.
guess what? I didn't see them.
Nope. They bit my feet up. Oh! I'm just touching my leg because of the scabs itch and one of the scabs peeled off.
I thought there was a tick.
There's no tick. Oh. I don't like to prematurely peel scabs off because they're not quite healed yet. So, anybody have any questions? I guess between the two viewers and nobody else. Someone else. Yeah, we're here at the Hampton Inn in Harriman. I guess it's officially in Central Valley, though, just east of there. But there aren't too many hotels around this whole area, and some are, the reviews in Google make it sound like just full of bed bugs, so we decided to come here. A nicer hotel. Has a much nicer breakfast as well. Nikki!
Oh, hi, Nikki.
So good to see you both. Yep. Hey, Nikki. Yeah. The Jaina Gap is still 39 miles, though. It's not zero quite yet. She came here from Unionville to spend time with me.
Also, I couldn't walk anymore.
Yeah, she couldn't walk anymore. Her ankle was really bothering her. She twisted it on, of course, the rocks, of course. Dale asks, any plans for the 100-mile wilderness? Just hike. No real plans yet. I'm not sure exactly how long it would take us. We might be able to just do a full resupply and go all the way through, so.
Yeah, it's 100 miles.
Yeah, but some people say it's rough, but I've also heard some people say it's easy. So it's like another one of those things where it's like, some people think it's hard, some people think it's easy, so what is it, I have no idea. But if it's, I guess these...
Gesundheit.
Ugh. Yeah, I have no idea. Andrew Minnis. Hi, Andrew. First question. When you're in a shared hostel bunkhouse and going for a shower, how do you secure your camera, equipment, and other valuables? Yes. Most of my valuables are in my fanny pack, and I generally shove everything to a corner and I throw a blanket over it. I mean, that's not gonna... If people know I have it... Yeah, but most of the hostels, like, everyone that's there, unless they're getting a lot of weird people coming through. Like the wallet theft I mentioned, they had a pot lunch, and I guess some guy who's been there a long time and was causing trouble was the suspect. But yeah, it's tough. It's like more and more along the hike, I'm trying to be more and more careful because I feel like at the same time I might be getting more careless. But it seems like thefts are on the rise. Like, you just heard about some lady who had her backpack stolen in front of the Kroger's.
Yeah, I think now also more people are coming around. Like before, you've been more by yourself.
Yeah. We're seeing a lot, at least I'm seeing a lot more homeless people on trail. Like you saw some, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was sleeping in the shelter.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Yeah.
I never thought I would sleep at the same place as the homeless people.
So, yeah, I think those would be people who would take something, just if they see an opportunity and see something expensive, they'll just take it.
But then it can be anyone. Just
Yeah, it can
because
be
they're
anyone.
homeless, it doesn't mean they're students.
Yeah, it could just be even any backpacker who appears like a backpacker. So I know I try to be careful, but it's tough. So there has to be some level of trust, but it is tough.
The worst were like some of the hostels, they require you to leave the backpack in a common area with all your stuff and just take valuables inside, but everything's valuable. No? The sleeping bag, the tent.
Yeah. And
It's
yeah, I mean,
not the best
$700
feeling.
tent, someone who would be happy to take that away. So yeah. Yeah, there's some level of trust you have to have, but it's, I don't know.
Oh.
Hello, we can hear you.
Oh, that is good.
Good. Oh, you must have heard it from the beginning where we're like, can you hear me, Tina? Yeah, it's tough. I know, I remember, oh, what's his name? Dang it, I forgot his name. The guy with the feet amputated. Mischief, yeah. He was doing an attempted Sobo, I think, or Novo or section or something, but he had his camera stolen somewhere.
Really, the camera?
Yeah, but not this year. It was previous year. But that's a big one, so definitely have to be careful with that, like avoiding big cities. I know on the PCT, this wasn't on trail, but I had a person I hiked with in the Sierra. He had a camera hanging off his backpack just by a strap, or two straps. And then he went to Portland to go visit a friend, and he was walking through the city, and someone cut the straps and just took the camera. And he didn't even realize. So cities are definitely places I want to avoid. Dale asks, what's been your favorite part so far? Tina?
Yeah, the ponies. Close to after
ponies.
Damascus, that was super cute. And they were so, I guess not tame, but they were curious, like walking up, especially the young ones, 1 or 2 years old.
Yeah.
That was super nice. Like I had a super long day and I was so scared I wouldn't see them. And then at the end of a long day, I heard them whinny in the bushes, and then there was a whole herd on trail, right on trail with a little filly drinking from the mom. That was super cute.
I don't know what my favorite day was. I think the day I saw all the water droplets frozen on all that moss in the wintertime. So weird. Like, never seen that. It has to have the right combination of events happen. Besides that, I like the porcupine.
And the
That
day
was
with
cool.
the sunbeams, I must say.
Oh, yeah.
That what recently
Now,
happened.
let's move you up a little bit. Your head looks tiny compared to me.
Yeah, it's
I got a big head.
You do.
Plus the microphone. I might be louder than you are.
I guess we missed some messages.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Oh, the
Oh,
sunbeam day.
sunbeams.
Like there was one day after the rain, and then the sunbeams were just super clear coming through the trees. That was just
Yeah.
amazing. I've never seen anything like this.
She got it just at the right time. Her pictures looked really good. I got some, but as soon as I started taking pictures, it started to thin out, so it wasn't as good as when I first saw it. So, but yours are really good. Are they on Instagram yet, or
No, that's
coming
still
up?
a few days ahead.
2 days ahead. Okay, so check out her Instagram. In the description, there's their Instagram link. So follow her, and then you get to see some cool sunbeam pictures. Let's see other people. Young at Heart. Hi, Young at Heart. Is this your
Oh,
name?
we met him at the trail days.
Yep. Yep. Chris and Joe here from Atlanta. And
Oh.
Everyday Backpacker. Hey, what's going on? Tim from Under the Mango Tree. Hi, Jay and Tina. Having a restful day? Yes. This is actually our second zero. Yeah, we didn't do much today. I just edited videos.
Yeah, actually, Jay has been editing all day. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So I was resting and Jay was working.
She got to see how stable my editing program is, and it just keeps crashing. It's getting it takes me a while because it's not working as well as it could. But Nikki says her Insta is awesome. Yep, way better than mine.
Yeah, like you don't post stuff.
I know. I wish I did all along. Now I just feel like ugh. Everyday
Oh,
backpacker.
boy,
Are we
yeah.
with all the flooding in and around Yellowstone? Yeah. Are you getting water down there because you're such a lower altitude compared to Beartooth's area there? We saw the videos and we're like, holy crap! Because you walked the road.
Actually, I
Out of
think that was where we were driving out to Gardner.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't really know because there was the trail was a bit further up,
Oh yeah.
but still, I mean,
That's right, you were
it's so
further north.
flooded, and there was a car stranded.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
So-
crazy how many segments of the road are washed out. That's gonna take months, maybe a year to get the northern gate open. I mean, I guess it's more important that people in Gardner can get out when they want, but. Lars Land says, I'll be in DC in a week wanting to give back with some trail magic for all the videos from vloggers. If any through hikers still around, Fort Royal, any suggestions on good spot? The best spots, sadly, for trail magic, I think, are spots where people don't go to town or leave town because they already plan to go eat or they've already eaten on the way out.
Maybe a little bit after Front Royal.
Yeah, maybe a little after. There are a bunch of roads, but I already forgot the roads. Nikki knows the roads really well there.
Yeah, I think before the one of the shelter that I've seen, there was a dirt road coming up.
Oh.
But I'm not sure if they're still.
If there's a parking lot.
I guess people are still going there, yeah.
Yeah, I think the bubble's still in Shenandoah's. Well, I guess they're mostly at Harper's Ferry by now.
Yeah, so in the middle of the roller coaster, maybe, I think there's a dirt road. That would be good, because then most of the people are already out a few days.
Yeah. And roller coasters. It's good to give someone good energy during there. Everyday Backpacker says Yellowstone near us is getting hit, but still it's in its banks. Yeah, Gardner was isolated, but they opened up a route for locals. Oh, good. Yeah, I heard they were stranded because if you go up to Snickers Gap, there's a huge parking lot in the middle of the roller coaster.
Maybe that's what I've been thinking about. Yeah.
I think roller coaster would be great because especially if you have cold drinks.
And the people will be like 2.5 days out of Front Royal.
Yeah.
So then it's nice when you already had a few miles in.
Yep. And you're a little more tired, and all of a sudden.
And then you can get some caffeine to climb more roller coaster.
It's always crazy when you come up and it's a dirt parking lot and there's trail magic there because that's when you don't expect it at all. Sadly, yeah, it's places where you don't expect it because it's harder to reach. It's more.
But that didn't look too bad actually.
I don't remember it at all.
No, that was gravel.
Is it okay? All right. No. Tim says, have you looked at the Sony ZV-1 camera for vlogging? Could use some of your guidance about that. I have looked at it only briefly, and that I've watched YouTube vlogger or YouTube videos about it, and it's nice because it's small. I think it's an APS-C, or is that the tiny one? But I'll have to look at it before I give you an absolute
Can look at the chat here, maybe.
word for it. Is ZV-1 the replaceable lens one, or is that the other one? I don't know. I keep mixing them all up.
Oh boy, we're way behind. Oh yeah, this was this one.
Oh yeah. Lars Leon says, I'm checking out Google Maps. We'll check out roads. Yeah. Everyday Backpacker, how are things on the trail? Things are going all right. New York has a lot of boulder climbing, so I'm hoping things are dry when Tina crosses the border, because as soon as you cut into New York from New Jersey, it's like, lots of scrambling. My wrists actually hurt a little from too much scrambling. I don't know if you believe that, but... Nikki says, there's a smaller parking lot at the Raven Rocks trailhead, but it's super small. Yeah. Which is a crossroads of... Matthew, Ollie, Washington, I guess, Olympia. Hi, Jantina, Matthew, and Darren Darlin here in Olympia, Washington. How you doing, Matthew? Young Hurt, how's that hip doing? It is doing so much better. It's still slightly sensitive if you jab it, but I can actually walk on it and not feel pain anymore, so it's a huge bonus. And I can actually put full weight on it, even without trekking poles, and it doesn't hurt anymore. For a while there, I couldn't walk without trekking poles, or I couldn't do any climbs without trekking poles. Every backpacker says, I take it Tina caught up with you. No, she's still 39 miles back. She hurt her ankle, and she was near Unionville. So we decided, hey, you know what? Close enough. Might as well come on over. I got this hotel for 3 days, so we could both lounge around in a nice hotel for a while. It was nice. Hopefully we're healed up.
Yeah, I was about to say it's not that nice. Like,
yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, I don't know. Like every day something else is hurting. But then the ankle was like I couldn't walk anymore, and that was super frustrating because I was supposed to hike 1.5 more days, and then I would have been caught up. But then I couldn't do it. I couldn't put much weight on it, and then I was stuck in Unionville. But luckily there was an Uber that could bring me to where Jay was. So at least now I can have some good zeros, and then let's see what's gonna hurt tomorrow.
Yep. I got here Sunday night, and the plan was that I would at least take one night by myself, and then I would just try to work on videos all day and all night. And then she would come in like Monday or Tuesday, maybe Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, but she came Sunday, but just fine. So, but she's letting me edit, so it's good.
Yeah. And it would just not have been very good to go across all the rocks when I cannot really put
No.
weight on the ankle.
Yeah,
And
I told
then
her.
I also could not have made it all the way until the rocks.
Yeah, and I told her after you get into New York, just before, it's just slanted rocks constantly and up and downs, and yeah, it's better if you're 100% on that. Otherwise, you're just gonna slip and hurt yourself. So, Andrew and Mrs. J, when you film a walk through the frame in your videos, what's a typical height of the ground that your camera sits at? Well, my tripod only goes about 3 feet high, so that's the highest it goes. At least with the Sony. Sometimes I'll perch the GoPro on something flat, or if there's a branch that's sitting somewhere, I'll put it on there. And a couple times I just hung the GoPro on a branch and let it film. But 3 feet. But the big advice with like more cinematic look is just try to create a depth of field. So you want to put some plants in between, or if you put it low to the ground will look blurred as you see the main focus. So it's kind of nice. So if you have it real low, it's nice. And especially a lot of plants are lower, so if you have a lot of grasses, it's nice to keep the camera like a foot low. It is nice to have that screen that turns all the way so you can look at it without having to squat down all the way. But yeah, generally I keep the camera pretty low unless there's a really good reason. I only found a few times where I wanted a really tall tripod, but mostly not though. Chris, why do you tie one shoe different than the other? Noticed in a recent video. Yes, I have. I think what's called a tailor's bunion. On my left foot, the outside joint right there hurts a lot. In fact, it's pretty much starting around noon every day, 11 to noon. It's pretty much painful the whole day. It's oh well, what are you gonna do? But by relieving the laces, like the tension on laces, it feels better, or rather, it causes pain less later in the day instead of like 9 o'clock in the morning. My right foot is okay, so I lace that up normally, but my left foot is a little weird, so I gotta baby that thing. So it's weird, but you know, you gotta do what you have to do. It's basically all through hiking. Jay, about your decision to bring both a bear bag and an earth sack, how do you decide which to use on a particular night, and why did you bring both? Tina did the same. Yes, you have both.
Yes.
I like to just keep the food in the Z packs, like the Dyneema bag, all the time. The Dyneema bags are super light, so you don't even really count it as that much weight. But I put the air sack, food in the air sack at night. Generally, my air sack is a lot smaller, so I put twist. I put the smelliest foods in there, and I hang it up. I keep like my pot and stuff like that in my Z-Packs bag. And the Ursack, if it's wet, that thing just takes forever to dry. So I like to keep it on the outside of my pack. So during the day, all my food will be in my Dyneema bag on the inside. And is that what you do? How much?
Yes, and I mean it's just good to have the Z-Packs back because sometimes you can hang the food,
Yes.
and then it's easier to hang because I found it hard when you have the
Yes.
big poles to hang
Yeah,
stuff. It's
it's-
really hard to get it across the hook.
Yeah, it
with
is
the,
harder.
with the Ursak.
Yep. And bear boxes too, I'll just use a Dyneema bag and toss it in a bear box. The Ursack is just mostly if there's no other option.
Yes, and it's just so much better because it's so hard to do a decent bear hang. Most of the times it's
Yeah.
really bad.
Yeah.
Most of the times it looks like people are like hanging some bait for the bear.
Yeah, so they're super low, or I've seen just in a recent video, someone hung one on a thick branch. I was like, a bear could just walk right on there and just claw at the rope. So I don't know.
Yeah, and the Ursak is super durable. Like I met a guy and the bear was trying to get the food from his Ursak and it survived.
Oh, did it?
Yes.
Did you say it smelled?
Didn't say it smelled, it probably smelled.
That's my major concern, that after a bear tries to get it, it's just gonna stink.
Yeah, but then the point is the bear doesn't get the success.
Yes, I know. I gotta carry a stinky bag with me. People are gonna
With a
think
lot
it's
of
my
teeth marks.
people think it's my butt stinking, but it's my Ursack down there. Yeah, but I'd like to record video if that happens, hopefully. Everyday Backpacker says, nice. Hope your ankle heals soon.
Yeah.
And he also says, gotta take care of yourself, both of you. Yep.
Yeah, it's not really bad. It's just every day something else is hurting, and I guess it was good to take the break. It just that was concerning because usually I can walk, but I couldn't with that one.
No. Matthew asked, do you do both the hang and use the Ursac? No, just the Ursac at nights.
Yes.
I can fit all the smelly food in there. I try to prioritize some of the food that I think doesn't have an odor. I'll just keep in my food bag. If my Ursac's full, I try to put as much in my Ursac as I can, so I do the best I can. A lot of the wetter foods, like all the tuna and Spam, I pretty much have them tripled up in Ziploc bags. My thought is if a bear tries to chew at it and rips or pops one, it'll at least be in a few Ziploc bags, so at least it won't. Maybe the juices will be contained and you won't get it. So, but yeah, it takes up a bunch of space. My Ursac is small because it's the Ursac Almighty, and back then they only made one size. It's pretty small and it's stiff. The walls are super stiff. But well, I don't hang and Ursac, just a Ursac. Tom Woodward, hey Tom. When now are you thinking you'll get to Katahdin? She would like to be there August 10th, was it?
No, that was just a
Around
random
there?
date.
Yeah.
Like maybe mid-August,
think-
latest. I mean, it's always okay to be there earlier.
Yeah, I was thinking early August still.
I mean, that was just like more conservative calculation.
Yep.
How many miles we need to do if we want to be there by then.
I think once she catches up, I like to increase the miles and just start going more.
But then we have New Hampshire coming up.
Yeah, well, we have to increase it at least in Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, and New Hampshire is still a while. Just to account for New Hampshire's, I don't think all of New Hampshire is gonna be that bad, so we'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, next question.
I just checked because last time people also posted questions on Patreon.
Oh, are there comments
Yes.
that you're looking for?
I mean,
Okay.
it's taking a while.
Yep, so late July, not too late.
Oh, yes, but we already answered it.
Oh. Yeah,
That's good.
my Ursac is her Ursac is a little bigger than mine. I don't know, mine is tiny. I carry so much food. In Unionville, at the hostel, they had a scale, and all the people keep asking about my base weight and everything. It's 23 pounds right now, including all the camera gear. And then at the time, I had 3 days of food, but the food bag weighed 11 pounds, so it wound up being 34 pounds. And that's without water. And then with water, that pushes it pretty high. So 23. Okay, Tom asks, are the rocks at the beginning of New York worse than PA? I would say no. Northern PA and southern New Jersey are the worst. They always call it like Rocksylvania, but I think that's New Jersey and Pennsylvania are all of it. But after you get to New York, it's not like those tons of medium rocks everywhere. It just is huge boulders and lots of scrambling and lots of going up over boulders. Like the White Blazes just go over giant rocks. It doesn't go around, it just goes over, not over. And they're all tilted, so you gotta be really careful.
Mm.
And then when you go down, of course, they're all tilted. But when it's dry, it's great because you have some good traction. But when it's wet, I can't imagine doing some of that. You're gonna have to like bushwhack all the way around to get somewhere safe. I don't know. I guess you could. You just have to be careful. One guy told me he scooted on his butt all the time. I mean, if you have to, do
Yeah,
what
if
you
it's
have to
wet
do.
especially.
Yep, you do what you have to do. Find some bark or something. Just
Yeah, maybe pack less food so the pack is lighter.
yeah. You're telling me?
Yeah.
I'm eating all that food. Maybe. I got rid of one of the hot sauces. Well, one of my fuel canisters too. That's a part of what made it way more. Yeah, but yeah. So far, New York's been different, but northern Pennsylvania and southern New Jersey, southern New Jersey. So that
Oh
I
man,
thought
where
those
does
are
it
the worst.
stop?
I think after Unionville, it's pretty easy until you get to New York, then the boulders start.
Mm.
Yeah.
Good.
Kind of muddy some places, but overall, it's pretty easy elevation wise. So Yeah. But New York's been crazy so far. But people told me after, like, Fort Montgomery area, everything gets a lot easier. So, Matthew says, "Are you familiar with Gear Skeptic YouTube and his info on food?" No, I am not familiar with Gear Skeptic. Interestingly, a lot of advice I've gotten about food is not possible unless you've prearranged all your resupply boxes regularly. I just get whatever you find on trail, whatever you can get, because you can't always go to a Walmart. Fortunately, we got to a Walmart this time, but a lot of times you just pretty much have to deal with whatever you find in the trail stores. So it's not the easiest.
It's been pretty good so far, though.
Yeah, it's been pretty good, but like I was saying, a lot of people give advice and they're like, "Oh, do this and this," and it's like, I can't do that unless you want to ship me packages every week.
Yeah, that's
That
true.
kind of thing. So let's see. Dale asks, early on it seemed you might go a couple days without seeing anyone. Any opportunity now to have some alone time? No. You're always going to see someone.
Not many people, though. I've hiked several days where I've just seen one or two other hikers.
Well, he says from now on.
Oh. Yeah, but I
or,
mean,
or do you mean early on it seemed you might go?
because
Even during the worst cold, I thought I always saw at least one or two people each day. Or maybe at a shelter. I mean, I've stayed at shelters by myself many times, but it feels like you always see someone. I don't know. Were there days I didn't see anyone in the vlogs? It's possible. I probably just really enjoyed those times and didn't mention them, but I don't know. You pretty much have to expect people all the time. Especially now, there's people constantly. There's so many flip-floppers and not Sobos, but a lot of flip-floppers right now as well. So Chris says, for clearing spiderwebs, do you need to move the trekking pole around, or could you just keep it in front of you? You can keep it in front of you, but the problem is if there's a web hanging down like right here, then it's going to get you in the side of the face.
oh, I hold it diagonally,
Diagonally, like up.
like a how you call like the Gandalf with a
Like a staff?
yeah
Like this?
sideways.
Yeah, I guess you could do that. Sometimes I put on my bug net. And she had her buff on her face. So you cover like this, and you have a hat, gotta protect you.
Yeah, it's just
Pretty
the
well.
worst. Like at some point you get it all in your face. It's not fun.
Yeah, and sometimes it's not like one strand, it's just like a whole bunch of strands, and you can feel it like snapping as you walk through, and it's like, yeah, not fun.
Tom asked.
Tommy asked, you've wet soaked food in the past. Why not do that now to reduce the weight of the fuel? I was telling Tina I'm considering it. I was considering just doing tortillas again and just random stuff. Just buy a tube of mustard or something and just squirt it in everything.
Yeah, and soon we'll be hiking together, so
Yeah.
I mean we can boil 2 times hot water just with 1 pot and 1 gas canister.
Yeah.
So then at least Jack can reduce some more weight.
Yeah, I thought about it. Yeah. Yeah.
Because you don't really need the pot to cook.
No.
You just need the hot water. So I can cook it for you.
I might get a Talenti cup and just do cold soaks too.
In
Never
addition,
minded.
but I guess it's more delicious
in
to
addition.
have the hot meals.
Yeah, I could cold soak though. It just those little Talenti cups are so small. I mean, I need 2 of those for a real dinner for me.
I'll boil you hot water.
Or I need 1 and eat a tortilla or something. But I think that's possible. There's something that crossed my mind. I'm not sure though. I do like a hot meal at night though. I don't know. Young Heart says, how's that hat holding up? This hat, it's holding up pretty well. It's actually not even too gross. Amazingly enough, considering how much sweating I've been doing. I think I've sweated more on this trail than all the other trails combined. It feels like
Yeah, with the humidity.
I'm just
no?
like dripping sweat down my arms. Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's bad sometimes. I touch my shirt and it's just completely soaked. It's like, oh, dang. In fact, no, maybe not. I think on the PCT I may have done it more so far, but I've taken off my shirt at streams and just rinsed it, just to get all the salt off. And I've actually taken my shirt and rubbed my body and then put it back on. And then the shirt gets warm in like 10 minutes. You'd think it'd keep you cool. And it does, but man, it's crazy. Everyday Backpacker says, So I finally got to use my umbrella on the trail. Yeah, I didn't watch your video yet. I put it in my watch later list. I'll get to it though. And it worked awesome. Thanks for the suggestion. Umbrellas almost looked as cool as you filming under it. Yeah, the umbrella is cool. I mean, there are a lot of instances I really wanted them. Originally, you were against it before the AT, but
Yeah, I was just taking it so I can say I don't like it.
that's not the right attitude. But the AT had a lot of rain, so it's a different thing, I think.
Yeah, but I thought it would be very annoying fixing it. I mean, it's still like it's
is.
reducing your view a little.
Yep.
Because especially when you walk, is it uphill?
Yeah, when you're going uphill.
When you're going uphill and you don't
tilt
see
down
so
a lot.
far, and then I just all other hikers, please say hi or something because it's you just notice them really
Can't see 'em.
late,
Yep.
unfortunately.
I think that's why the uphills has the right of way because sometimes you just can't see them. But with the umbrella, yeah, and I've whacked my head once hard, but branches constantly. I'm whacking the umbrella just because I like, oh. So,
But it's so good. It like I'm so much warmer using the umbrella,
yeah.
not having all the rain on the body.
Yep.
And then during hot days, it's been really good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's multi-use. That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
Definitely keeping you warm, I think, is the best thing with an umbrella. If it's like freezing rain, that area, I think umbrella is super nice. And did reduce the view for sure. Yeah. Yep. Especially like high mountain sun. That sun's strong. It's nice to have an umbrella just to.
Yes. And I
block
think
out the
here
sun.
on this trail, it's good because it doesn't get so windy. In the desert, it could have been more windy, and then
Yeah.
it was sometime
Sure.
probably would have been hard using it.
Yeah. Using it for sun, it's harder because the wind will usually come from different directions. But when it's raining, the rain usually comes from the same direction as the wind, so you can hold it a little better. But yeah, I still like my umbrella, but I don't know if it's gonna last the rest of the AT for me. Everyday Backpacker says it will. Yep. It made a huge difference on the warmth. Yeah, just keeping the water off your shoulders. Like, I've seen it where before I would hike and you could see the shoulders get wet and you see it drying and that's your body heat just sucking out, evaporating the water. It helps having that umbrella, keeping it away. Plus, most of your other stuff stays dry. There have been so many times now where I get to shelter and everyone's hanging up all their stuff to dry, and I'm just like, I'm good, I'm dry. Just my shoes are wet. Just because you have an umbrella. Because they all had rain jackets, but it was still soaked through.
Yeah, eventually
So
it will.
everything was wet, and they're all hanging stuff up, and then in the morning it'd all be frozen, and I'd be like, yeah, just my umbrella's frozen, a little frozen, no big deal, no big deal. But yeah, I think there were a few times I would have been in big trouble without the umbrella.
Yeah, it's also really good. One time we had the wind was blowing right into the shelter when it was raining, so at least I could block the rain from my sleeping
Oh,
bag
yeah.
a little bit with the umbrella.
Yep. Yeah, just like any purpose. Yeah, I've used it inside the tent to block spray. Nikki, what umbrella? She asked what umbrella we have. We have the Snow Peak Ultralight hiking umbrella. I think it's like $55 or $50 last time I saw on Amazon. But it's like, I think it's 5.5 ounces. A lot of people have the chrome ones, but I think those are 7, 8 ounces. I think Z-Pack's umbrella is around 8 ounces.
But I think you were wishing to have the chrome a few times because of the heat.
I considered going to chrome because of the heat, because it does block more of the sun than the brown ones we have, but it's additional weight and it's a lot bigger. So I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Yunka says, "Hey Tina, what size pot do you have and what fuel size?" I decided not to eat out of hot plastic bags, and will cook my food in a 900 milliliter pot.
I think I got 500 milliliters.
I thought you had the 750.
Is it 750?
Yeah, you used to have this 500. You have the same one I have now.
I mean, there's one line with 500. I guess there's some more space on top of
Yeah,
it.
it's officially a 750, but that's to
Oh, if you fill it all the way?
if you fill it all the
Okay,
way.
yeah, it
It's
comes like
a-
that. Yeah, so it's the 750 I just learned, and I got the small fuel. The small
Yep.
fuel canister still fits in it perfectly, and then I can put my stove and the lighter on top.
Yeah.
It's really nice, and Jay made me a small... I don't know, you have to explain what it is. I'm missing the words.
I use shot cord to make a little thing you put around the lip of the pot, and it holds the lid in place.
Yeah, so it's really nice so the lid doesn't slide off.
Yeah.
And I used to use rubber bands, but eventually they will break, so it's really nice.
One time her rubber band broke and I didn't have any rubber bands, so I was sitting in my car waiting for her. So I was like, I wonder if I could do this. I wonder if it would work. So I made it and tested out my pot, and I was like, oh, it's staying pretty well. And the prototype, I used all black ones, and then I was like, oh, I wonder how well it's staying, and then disappeared, and I lost it. And I was like, oh, I better use the yellow one so you could find it when it shoots off again. She's still using it, and I'm just stuffing it in my food bag so I don't. Yeah, I probably lose it sometime.
Yeah, but then it starts to rattle, and then you
Yeah.
got the noise.
Matthew says, if you have to replace your umbrella, would you get the same brand and model? I would say yes, only because the amount of abuse I have put my umbrella through. I couldn't tell you how many branches I've scraped it like hard along all the PCT as well as on the AT. And the day where it was all frozen branches everywhere, all the branches are just hanging low. So it was like the worst case, and it was constantly just scraping the umbrella, and there are no holes in it yet that I can easily see. So I'm actually super impressed with how durable it is, and I would gladly pay the $55 for another one if mine got destroyed. And there's been some huge gusts, and it's flipped inside out a bunch of times, but you just close it and open it, and so far holding up great. And yours? Do you have any wear on yours?
No, nothing.
Nothing?
But it's also much newer.
Yeah, I've had mine for a long time.
The only thing that's annoying is after using it, you have to break the
Yeah.
arms back out.
Yeah, it's an ultralight umbrella, so it's not like and it closes. Each of the little arms, you gotta like snap it closed. So however many there are, 10 or something, you gotta be like, it's kind of annoying sometimes. But.
I mean, it's not too annoying, but you think the rain is over, you close it, and then it starts raining again.
See, that's what I don't close it. I just roll it up and snap it shut, and then I tie it on a shock cord.
But sometimes it's nice to see. Like when it's reducing the vision so much. When
No, I fold it up.
Oh.
If I don't snap the little things, I just roll it up
Yeah.
and hang it in a shock cord. So the umbrella is like this long on
Yeah,
my
I started
shoulder.
doing that because otherwise. It's...
But then you can still pop it out and open it quickly. Yeah. Everyday Backpacker says, when you do watch the video, we were there the weekend before the washout, and the river we are next to washed the road out and stranded 70 people.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I think it was in your Facebook that that stream was just gushing. I couldn't believe that. I didn't realize it was raining so much there. I guess it's all tied in, but 70 people. Ooh. Yoko says, going to repackage into brown paper lunch bags and masking tape to reduce plastic waste.
Mm.
Oh, his food? Yeah, it's the problem though, is once you put it in brown paper bags,
Oh, it can get humidity.
yeah,
no?
moisture starts seeping in, and moisture will make food go bad quicker.
I just had some hydration tablets here open in the room, and they started to get really bad.
Yeah.
And aren't the backpack, like the meals, in plastic anyways to begin with?
Yeah, freeze-dried meals are in plastic anyway, so... And they're food-grade plastic. There's definitely a big difference between food-grade plastics and normal plastics. Like freezer bags are good. I know if you're really picky about it, sous vide bags people use a lot because they use those to cook food. They've been designed specifically to cook food, so... But, yeah, I wouldn't use paper bags though, because once you take a freeze-dried meal and you expose it to the atmosphere, the air, the humidity gets in, and the longer it's exposed to the humidity, it's basically gonna be like food sitting out in room temperature, and it's gonna start potentially growing bacteria and going bad. So if you're gonna do that, you have to eat it within a day or so. So yeah, my freeze-dried meals, I'll actually only open one and put in a Ziploc bag, and I'll use that, but I eat that the first day. But then the other freeze-dried meals, I just keep in the original packaging and put it in the food bag. They're really bulky and heavy, but I would rather that than get some kind of food poisoning on trail. Miss Penny says, hi, sorry I missed it when you beat together. Penny, how you doing? She is 39 miles behind me right now. And Penny, what's your plan right now? I was hoping that you do a flip-flop instead of north because it's getting late, but Yeah, she's only 39 miles. She hurt her ankle a little, so we decided she can just meet me at the hotel, and then she'll take an Uber back tomorrow morning, and then I'll take an Uber back to where I left off, and then she'll catch up within the next week, less than a week,
Hopefully, if no more pain.
hopefully. That's the
Happens.
plan right now, so should be good. I'm not doing super crazy miles next week, so I think it'd be okay. So.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, it wasn't a super difficult stretch when the ankle started to hurt. I'm
Yeah,
still
it's
a
a
little
weird
bit
one.
upset about it.
Yeah, you probably heard it before when you were still in the Roxylvania type area.
Yeah, maybe when I fell.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let's see. Chris asks, if ever y'all come back to Atlanta, you have a place to stay.
Oh.
Well, thanks, Chris.
Well, maybe we should walk back.
Yeah, we're gonna do a yo-yo. Yeah, sure. I think my hip, my toes, yeah, that'll all be good for it. We could lose a little bit more weight. Yeah, I still have a little fat.
No, but we also have some miles to go.
Yeah, we still have a little over 800 to go. So. And then Junker says, good tips on the food. Danke. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. The reason I don't like to use my pot, one of the big reasons, is if you start cooking your pot, then you have to hang that with your food bag because it smells like food, no matter how much you wash it.
Yes, and especially like if you do Mountain House lasagna or anything that contains cheese,
It sticks
you
like-
cannot clean it anymore. Like the pot will be disgusting. I find it really hard to clean.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've done that before.
Yeah, I saw one kid, he had a can of like ravioli and he put it in there and he heated it up and he burned the bottom.
Oh,
It was just caked with burnt stuff. But yeah, that's the thing is if you cook with your food, you gotta treat it as a food item, so you have to hang it. But I only use my pot to boil water, so when I put stuff in my Ursack, my pot can just stay somewhere else, so saves a little space. And plus, I don't want to bear biting my Ursack with the pot in it, because it'll just destroy that pot. That'd make
actually,
it worthless.
Name Game had it happen, and he just had some bare teeth marks.
Really?
on the pot, yeah.
Maybe he had it just in the right spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want my stuff destroyed. Miss Penny says, sorry you both got injured. Hoping to start this week. Shenandoah or Harper's Ferry start. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice. I think, yeah, those are all nice. Shenandoah. Actually, yeah. This is okay. Not super easy.
Always you're over.
Yeah.
I am because I'm always a bit behind. So
I thought you were saying the opposite. Like, I'm always like, I thought that was fun and easy. And you're like, bad stuff.
yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh.
Like, always
you
what
flipped
I'm
it.
curious at, it's not so hard because it's far in the past for you.
Mm,
The
yeah.
more recent memories are the difficult ones.
Yeah.
I still remember when you said, "Oh, you cannot do the Shenandoahs in 5 days because it was too tiring." That's
I
when
thought
I
it was
got
the
really
opposite.
tired. No,
But the reason I couldn't do it is it was so hot. It was
no.
I was dying in one day. But it's usually the opposite. I forget the bad stuff and I tell you like, oh, that was a lot of fun. You'll like it. And you're like, yeah. Everyday backpackers. Oh wait, I missed Younger. Oh yeah, Miss Penny. Minor injuries are like part of through hiking. Unfortunately, you're gonna get aches and pains constantly, and as long as they're not so bad that takes you off trail, it's okay. Like shin splints, you really have to. As soon as you feel it, you got to work on it. Like stretch ice. But I
KT
think
tape,
KT
compression
tape,
sleeves.
other than that, though, you're always going to have some kind of pain, aches, little injuries. You just have to hopefully hope that they're not bad enough that it stops your through hike. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, yeah, it's a through hike for you. Everyone's hobbling.
For me, luckily, the pains, it's usually alternating. Like no pain stays for more than 2 days.
Yeah.
So that's not too serious. So that's usually good.
Yeah, we have a friend, Spotter, who's on Unbound Crow YouTube channel, and then she said in her last video, she said she's not recording as much because her feet hurt. It's just like I know how you feel. I don't want to squat anymore because my feet hurt so much, or I don't want to stand still too long because my feet hurt. But then I did stand around 20 minutes waiting for that snapping turtle to do something.
And it didn't.
It didn't do a darn thing.
Oh.
Snapping turtle. Let's see. Everyday. Oh, Junker says, sorry if I've been out of the loop. Just moved back to Santa Cruz. So do you have new duplex on now? I do have a new duplex tent now. I got it because Tina would be catching up. And it's funny in the video I was working on tonight, I was sitting in a tent and I was like, I remember when I first got in a duplex, it was huge and I didn't know what to do with all this space. But now, like just a week later, I'm using up the whole thing.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So when you get in, you're like, Jay, you gotta make some room for me.
That will be the situation when the girlfriend is moving in.
Yeah, I guess I gotta make room. It's pretty crazy. Within a week, I went from, wow, there's so much space. I don't know what to do. And there was always big gaps, and now I just throw everything. And it's like, wow, I'm using up the whole thing. So you're gonna have a little corner.
Well, good thing I'm setting up the tent, so.
Oh, that's right. You get to take up the space for me. Okay. Everyday Backpacker. I got to run. It was great seeing you both again. Hope the trail continues to go well. Thanks. Take care. Hope the season there is good. Hopefully not too many people ask, like, how do I drive into Yellowstone from the north? Okay.
Oh.
Yep. Lars Leon says, I just watched your amazing video on why you got started backpacking. Thanks for the curiosity. Authenticity, sharing from heart. You hoped you would get what you want from the AT. How are you feeling? I would say yes. I think I got a lot out of the Arizona Trail as well. For me, it was a lot of the solitude I really wanted. The Arizona Trail really got to me. I think that's why I keep saying that, like, that's my favorite trail so far. Just, it was so wild. Like, you go out there, there's no cell signal, you're by yourself days at a time. And it's pretty nice. So. And plus, I got Tina now, so.
But this is not the Arizona Trail.
I know.
Okay.
They asked, he
Yeah,
asked,
I know,
like,
I know. So you
in the
better.
video, because after PCT, I was like, I don't know, it just didn't,
No.
I didn't feel like I was done. I don't know, but I don't know. I think I'm good now, though. I think I'm good now. Nikki says Harper's Ferry was packed with thru hikers this past weekend. A lot of flip-floppers. And we think the bubble is going right through Harper's Ferry now, too. So with the flip-floppers, oh my gosh, it must be a madhouse right now. Oh, we gotta go faster.
We?
Yeah. You're still 39 miles behind me.
Yeah.
Talk to me when you catch up.
So next week?
Yeah, next week. Andrew says, I bought the same thermometer that you have. Thanks for turning me into it. I like that it shows the dew point, so you can use that in expected nightly lows to predict condensation levels. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. And it's amazing that that little super light thermometer, the battery lasts so long. And it's been no problem. I just keep it in my backpack. There's no good place to keep it so the sun doesn't shine on it, though. But I guess you could keep it inside your backpack, but then because of thermal mass of the backpack, it won't reflect the real temperature. But yeah, it's a pretty nice thermometer. It's so light, and that's my favorite thing about it. Love that thing. Nikki says it was insane there, but then again, it was also weekend. Oh, and you were there. I bet it was crazy.
But it's odd. You would think backpackers don't come in on the weekend because hotels are more booked.
No, they try not to. Well, maybe flip-floppers don't know yet. Maybe they're just starting this weekend. Yeah. Lots of flip-floppers right there. Right, it was awesome to see and meet everyone. Any other vloggers there? I don't know any other vloggers that are starting from Harper's Ferry on the flip-flop, but ooh, so many people at the ATC. Yeah. I got lucky when I was at the ATC. There was a lady who was giving a whole speech to everyone that came through, but then this British guy showed up, and he didn't know anything about like white blazes or anything. He just wanted to thru hike. Like he knew nothing, so she spent all her time with him. So I just signed the book and got my picture and I took off. Like I didn't have to get a speech or get lessons on
They do that?
trace. Yeah.
Well, they didn't do that
They
when
did
I
that for
was.
you?
But I was there the last
Cool.
20 minutes,
Ah, good try.
and the guy working there wanted to talk more about other things, I guess.
Yeah, I just wanted to get out. That was good. And let's see, what time is it? All right, we're gonna have to go right around 9 o'clock because we do
Hike
have to
room at
hike
night.
tomorrow. Yeah, unfortunately, I have to eat a little bit more. I got some food left over.
You got a lot left over.
Yeah, just a little, just a couple of burritos and mandarins. But yeah, we are hiking tomorrow, and we've been lazy for the last 2 days. So lazy. Nikki says one came through that I know that day, but there are a few at Bear Chase Brewing on Friday.
I believe it.
So many vloggers, huh? Yeah, I guess there's still a lot coming through. I met another one, the YOLO hiker, recently, but I haven't met any other vloggers recently. I've met people that have hiked with other vloggers that have quit, but not too many others. Yeah. Laura says, thanks for all you do. Most fun to follow you and nice to meet Tina. Be well. Good enough.
Good enough is enough, I take it.
Yeah, you understand. Yeah, good enough is good. That's good. Yeah. It's going to be a while before we get well. I think if I cut off one of my toes, I think I'll feel better. I think it's nice.
Yeah.
So.
Then you have risk of inflammation or infection.
No, I wouldn't do it on trail.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been joking that I think I'd be a lot better off if I had one of my toes cut off. Probably hurt a lot less. But Nika says, yeah, what Lars said. Thanks for everything. You're both amazing people. Yeah, Nikki, thanks for having Tina over, helping her out.
Yeah, that was really nice. Also, after the few days of rain, that was really helping more than you probably can imagine.
In your gigantic bed. She was joking about how many pillows you had. Yes, yesterday.
You can never have enough pillows.
You can never have enough pillows. And then the first thing I think is, oh yeah, poop pillow. Yeah, and Tom, thanks for helping Tina out as well. Tom says, gotta run. You guys are amazing. It's so fun following your journey. Stay safe and have fun.
Oh.
Yep, you too, Tom. Take care. Hopefully get out. And Bella still continues to have fun. We saw Bella jumping off the pier like a crazy dog.
Oh, that was cute.
She's so fast. It's almost suspect how fast that video was. Like you sped it up or something. It's like, yeah, it's funny. I know you didn't speed it up, but yeah. See, yeah, you think, oh, look at all these nice pillows. And I think, poop pillow. Oh, in case people don't know, there's no poop on a pillow. It's a pillow the shape of a poop emoji. Yeah. It's a big one, too.
I can't believe you get excited about it. It's like what Parker would do.
Like Parker would do.
It's
because I'm innocent.
9-year-old
I'm innocent.
nephew.
I have a heart of a child.
That is true.
No. Okay. All right. Any other questions? How many people we got? 11 people. Including you. It's 10. Tom's leaving. I guess it's late. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. Jim probably wants to get some. Actually, he usually goes to sleep. But Bella's probably telling him to go to sleep. Bella's their dog. She runs the house. So, you know, the usual. Dale says, have a good hike. Good night. Good night, Dale. You take care of yourself. Everybody, take care. And be safe out there. Crazy world right now. So.
Yeah, never underestimate Pennsylvania.
Yeah, if you're going to go hike. I know 2 people that broke their trekking poles in Pennsylvania. Crunch and Lazarus.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a bummer. It's still funny though when you hear about people breaking their. It's like a story. Noel says, just got done with AZT and was very excited when rolling through the same section as you went through. Didn't realize how many rattlers are out there. Yeah, how many did you see? I set a record. I did the AZT with no rattlers. In fact,
it was too cold, no?
I know, I was just joking. No snakes at all because it was too cold. Just like I'm going to set a record for through hiking the entire Appalachian Trail not seeing a bear.
I've seen one bear.
So far I got 0. Big 0. I made it through New Jersey. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah. And soon every night I'll be like, oh, did you see the bears this morning?
It's the same joke as on the PCT. I keep saying, like, if you're scared of bears, hike with me. You'll never see one. Just the way it is. It's amazing that we saw some together, but I mean, let's see. Another vlogger named Don outside is currently around Virginia, and he has seen 4 bears already. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Everybody's seeing bears like crazy, and it's the person that wants to see the bears the most, like the closest, never gets to see one.
You wanted too much.
I know. I think I just wanted too much, and I had the camera. I'm ready for it, and I think even if I saw a bear and I just had like a second, because I caught the porcupine pretty quickly after I saw him. I got him as he climbed up the tree. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on with these bears. And I look constantly. I don't wear headphones. I'm always hearing. I'm always scanning if the path is a little more clear. Just can't see anything. And I'm always like, is that a bear?
Mm-hmm.
Tree trunks everywhere. Matthew says, Jay, you and Lazarus are the two I've enjoyed following. Surprised to see you two hiking together. Yeah, I think, yeah, it was really nice meeting him. I guess I could, would I be revealing a secret that he's a doctor? Oh, yeah. No, it was fun hiking with him because he's a smart guy, so it's fun hiking with other people that, you know, you can actually talk to well. And he was able to plan everything. Although he didn't plan well enough on Memorial Day.
Yeah.
That's why he had to share a room with me. Because I booked a room like over a week ahead for Memorial Day weekend. And then he couldn't find a room. So I felt bad, so I offered him a bed to stay. Let's see. Noel says, lost count after 20, especially in the Superstition Mountains. 20 rattlers? What? Just into the Superstition Mountains already? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. No.
I wish I saw that many. I've only seen one rattler on the Appalachian Trail so far, which is also like incredibly low compared to everyone else around. It's I don't know what's going on, Tina. I mean, I saw a possum. That's pretty rare. I don't think I've ever seen a vlogger see a possum.
I haven't seen the possum on trail.
Yeah. And I had a good view of them. I get good views of animals, but it's the camera. That's why I want a bear, so I can get good views of them. But anyway. Miss Penny says, thank you both for sharing an incredible adventure. Stay safe. Will do. You stay safe as well.
Yeah, good luck on your hike.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish you all the luck. All the best. Enjoy it. Take it day by day. Man, 20 rattlesnakes. I am not willing to hike the Arizona Trail in late spring, though.
No.
It'd be too hot for me.
No, it's too many snakes.
Too many snakes? No, I would want the snakes. It'd just be too hot for me. I don't know. No. Yeah, and then the Grand Canyon. Oh, did you see any of the pink rattlesnakes there? There's supposedly like rattlesnakes that evolved to be that pinkish color of all the rocks around there. I really want to see one. I kept looking everywhere, but never saw one. Have a wonderful evening. Until next time, says Chris. And Noel says, had several Malox moments at the water cache in the AZT. Malox is usually like an anti-diarrheal, right? Is that what you're saying? The water cache and the AZT trail? Or is that worrying about the water caches on the Arizona Trail? I thought Malox was like a anti-diarrheal upset stomach thing. Hopefully not with the water caches. But yeah, oh well. Hopefully I'll see some more snakes, and I saw 2 snapping turtles. That's pretty good. I wasn't expecting those.
See?
Yeah, but they're not. They didn't even move. I mean, there's nothing scary.
Until they bite you.
But yeah, they just sit there. You'll see the pictures later. They just stay still. But the little snapping turtle was so cute. He was like that big. I think it's coming up tomorrow. Next day. It's the cutest thing I've ever seen. It was laying in the middle of the road. And I picked him up. And I threw him. And I put him in the grass. Hopefully he didn't walk back out in the street. But yeah. Anyway. Thanks everyone for coming to this Q&A. Hopefully, yeah, wish us luck in seeing some more wild animals. Me anyway. I haven't seen a black snake in days now. Yeah, and everyone take care. Let's see, it's 8:58, but I guess we've been going for an hour or two, but
Yeah.
although for about 4 minutes we were just talking to ourselves.
Yeah,
And
cut that
yeah.
out.
Cut it out. Oh yeah, I'll cut that out when I post it live for everyone else to see. But that almost looks like a car in the corner. Oh, that's my towel. I turned the screen somewhere. All right, thanks everyone for coming. Y'all have a good night. I'll give you back the rest of your evening so you can enjoy watch real TV. All right,
Okay.
bye.
Cheers.
Cheers.